Half of the land in the area of Delfland is under sea level. Nevertheless, the area is home to 1.2 million people. Together with an extensive greenhouse horticulture area in the Westland region, they make an important contribution to our national economy. The people who live and work here are often unaware of just how much effort is required to allow them to live, work and recreate here. Throughout the years, nature has made way for development and construction, and the number of people who live and work here keeps growing. In an increasingly complex environment, the Delfland Water Authority works hard on water safety, water management and water quality every day. The key here is to take into account the experience and needs of all users and find a good balance between economy and ecology. The Water Board protects residents and their properties from high water and floods. The dunes provide protection from ocean water during storms and high waves. Dikes and quays along waterways and canals make sure that the water does not flow into the low-lying areas and cause damage. By pumping out and letting in water, Delfland avoids having too much or too little water in the region. Watercourses and pumping stations are used to ensure a correct water level. This process is centrally monitored day and night by an advanced system. Seeking to find the right balance between dry feet, the energy use of pumping stations, fish friendliness and preventing saline seepage is a constant undertaking. With 4 wastewater purification plants, Delfland provides cleaning for the many billions of litres of wastewater generated by residents and companies. And Delfland is doing this in an increasingly sustainable manner by recovering energy and reusing water. Waste materials become raw materials that can be reused for a variety of products. In addition, Delfland is working on healthy water in lochs and waterways, where nature flourishes and that people can enjoy. Sufficient clean surface water is an important condition for a healthy and pleasant living environment. And there are continuously new developments that impact our safety and the quality of the living environment. This means that Delfland constantly faces new challenges. The soil is subsiding and the sea level is rising. The climate is changing. The region has experienced both longer periods of droughts and extreme downpours. Due to the increasing urban development, there is less and less space to drain rainwater. Together with municipalities, entrepreneurs, nature conservationists, residents and knowledge institutes, Delfland is looking for new ways to prevent flooding. Something has to change. More space needs to be made for water in residential areas, greenhouse horticulture areas and business parks. Not only more open water, but also less hardening, so that the ground can absorb more water. However, there are also periods of drought, so we need to be able to retain water longer when it's needed, much like a sponge. This can be achieved by placing green roofs, fewer tiles in the garden, and more greenery in the neighborhood, for example. Using water as the starting point in spatial developments saves lots of time, money and effort spent on dry feet and clean water later on. Population growth is increasing the quantity of wastewater in the region, which is placing a great deal of pressure on the wastewater purification systems. What's more, substances such as pesticides and medication residues are still ending up in the water. Nevertheless, Delfland must ensure that the water is clean, complies with legal standards, and is suitable for the many ways we use it. Together with partners, Delfland has expended a lot of effort in recent years on improving the chemical water quality. For example, by connecting greenhouses to the sewage system and developing the farmer filter, which removes medication residues from the water in hospitals. Together with horticulturists, we are going to apply an additional step for removing pesticides from the wastewater at an earlier stage. By working on innovation on the one hand and being tough on spillage and dumping on the other hand, Delfland is absolutely committed to preventing pollution of surface water. Delfland is aiming for integrated water management and is encouraging residents, companies and institutions to come up with their own solutions to all our water challenges. After all, they are the ones who use the water in the region. Innovations can be grand, like heat recovery from wastewater, or smaller yet still important initiatives such as the use of a rain barrel and water-permeable tiles in gardens and in schoolyards. Innovative ideas and plans from society, the market and the scientific realm will provide as yet undiscovered opportunities. Technological developments are happening very quickly, giving rise to the possibility for working better and smarter. Cooperation along the entire water chain is the most important success factor for a future-proof living environment. Working on water will never stop. We must protect people from water and protect water from people. It is Delfland's mission to manage and develop water together with you, so that it continues to be of service to people and nature in the future. The Delfland Water Authority, working together on dry feet and clean water.